Wild West out here. Oh, they was trying to break in. Yeah, he came running with that thing. Oh, they crazy. Oh yeah, that's definitely self-defense right there. And he started dumping first. 2v1 right now. Crazy. He's shooting that funny.
Yeah. Whoa.
One rapper had to shoot down an op in a Walmart, while another pulled on his op with his whole crew. These are rappers who shot ops on camera. Lil Loaded is a rapper from Texas who blew up fast. His music was gaining traction on the internet with people vibing to his flow, but sadly things took a turn for the worse. In October 2022, his brother got smoked by a rival gang, and this hit Lil Loaded hard. So when someone dropped their location, Loaded took matters into his own hands. He pulled up on him with his crew, armed and ready. Security cameras caught the whole thing.
Terrifying moments when bullets soar through the air outside an apartment complex in Portsmouth, and the shootout is all caught on camera.
Something out of an action movie. A group of people with some serious firepower taking aim at a person across an apartment complex parking lot. But it's not out of a movie. It's surveillance video from the Harbor Square Apartments.
That's crazy because that's in Ports. That's in Virginia, ain't it? Ain't Lil Loaded from what? Was he based in Cali or Texas? So they showing the footage that's from way elsewhere. This is in Ports of Virginia. Quote me if I'm wrong. I could be wrong, but this don't look like the correct footage. This is in Virginia, I believe.
Portsmouth.
They came looking for, I guess, some residents that stayed out here, and gunshots were fired into the apartment and everything where they was at.
Crazy.
Lil Loaded didn't outright say what happened for obvious reasons, but he hinted at it in an interview with Vlad TV.
I'm 15. My big brother got killed.
Do you know what the situation was?
No.
Okay.
You see
Do you remember getting that call?
Yeah.
How'd you feel when you got that phone call?
Really, I thought it was I thought that was until my mama had died. Like, cause my mama was stressing. I wasn't even in Dallas. I was like in Arizona and California, cause things were, I was getting in the streets, and my mama, she was trying to, help me out. But when I got the call, I wasn't even in Texas, so it messed with me, cause I know, like, if I was there, it probably could have been something different.
Did they ever find the guys that killed him?
I don't know.
Okay, but nobody got arrested, no one got convicted, nothing. Did that bother you?
Nah.
Look at that smirk said a lot.
It just didn't.
But even though Loaded got his revenge, everything else in his life piled up on him. From accidentally smoking his own friend to losing his brother to lawsuits. It all got too heavy to carry, and sadly on May 31st, Lil Loaded ended his own life with a self-inflicted gunshot. Up next, we have DaBaby, who made a name for himself from the amount of face-offs he's gotten out of alive. DaBaby ain't no stranger to struggle. He was born and raised in the streets, and he knows you gotta stay on your toes to make it out with your life. In 2018, DaBaby was shopping at a Walmart with his baby mama and daughter when two ops pulled up.
I actually did a reaction to that video some time back. I think actually like when I actually started the page, I actually did a reaction video to that. So yeah, if y'all want to go check that out, just go back to the history, tune in. Y'all already know.
Things got heated with DaBaby taking action.
DaBaby got right with it. Y'all gotta go check that whole story out. It's laid out like my they describe from detail, you know what I'm saying, more of what happened, so you understand exactly how he got to that point. I may pin it. That thing go there. Yeah. He let that thing go. He looking like he's like, huh?
The baby only faced a misdemeanor and the other guy lost his life. He claimed it was self-defense and they were reaching into their pockets. So he had to do what he had to do. But that wasn't the first time he had to be quick on his feet. This other time, 6 guys broke into his crib. But the baby wasn't about to let that happen, so he grabbed a gun and got into a 6v1 shootout. He talked about it again on Vlad TV.
See all the I still wasn't expecting that. You know what I mean? Like, I see like 5, 6 they're the closest one to me. He just as close as you would. You know what I mean? But he coming toward me, and I'm turning the corner, pop his bang. And they shooting back.
Back. Did they start shooting back?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah, nigga. I bet like 5 times.
Did you get hit?
Crazy.
Nah, hell no.
He started looking like he had to remember. Like.
I told you, Jay, about I turn the corner. Oh, shit. They start boom, boom. I swing back around the corner. And I like the way it is, like, the way the crib is. I told you, you can go up some stairs through the back and go out the garage. I swing around the corner and got go up the steps around the garage. I hit the button to see, like.
Oh, so you actually start chasing them?
Nah, hell nah. Don't build that on me.
Yeah, right, for real.
Okay. Hate him or love him, you know one thing's for sure, the baby ain't never caught lacking. But the same can't be said for the next rapper, who thought he had the upper hand with his
Bankroll Fresh.
Bankroll Fresh was an up-and-coming rapper from Atlanta. His career was taking off, collaborating with heavyweights like Jeezy on the platinum-selling banger All There. Bankroll Fresh was undeniably the next big thing, but sadly his career was cut short. In 2016, the rising star was involved in a shootout outside a studio. His op and childhood friend, Plug G, was also there. Things got heated between the two groups, and suddenly everybody stands guns drawn.
Got that stick. Yeah, this was crazy. It was sad because in a way, I believe they was the ones that started shooting for real, if I remember correctly. So, damn, I forgot exactly how the story went, but I covered this. I didn't do a reaction, but I remember the story when it happened. Unfortunate. So you see him if you see him in the top right. He took the stick.
Plug G survives the shootout, but the same can't be said for Bankroll Fresh, who ended up getting hit and lost his life at just the age of 28. And since both parties shot at each other, his death was ruled as self-defense.
Yeah, see?
This brings us to our next rapper, who ended up being luckier and made it out with his life. Florida rapper Pooh Shiesty, barely 21, had been blowing up in the news for all the wrong reasons. Dude's allegedly involved in multiple shootings and robberies.
Did he say Florida rapper? I thought Pooh was from Memphis. I could be right. Correct me if I'm wrong. I could have sworn before I thought Pooh was from Memphis. He said Florida rapper.
And one incident got caught on CCTV. The footage from October 9th, 2020 shows Pooh Shiesty and his crew pulling up to a parking lot in a flashy McLaren. They hop out and start talking to 2 other dudes, and things suddenly go south.
What happened? I can't even tell what's going on. He put that motherfucker right back down. Hell yeah. Get up out of there.
Shiesty didn't stay on the streets for long. After the October 2020 shootout, the feds slapped him with charges for armed robbery, assault, and theft, all connected to that shootout with the McLaren. He managed to get out after coughing up $30,000. And up next, we have rapper Lil Mexico, who managed to get the drop on his ops, who came looking for some smoke. Lil Mexico's always known for being ready to clap back at his ops, verbally and physically. In 2021, some of them tried to break into his crib, but they didn't realize who they were messing with. Lil Mexico realized something was off inside his house and bolted out with his AK, but they weren't man enough to go one-on-one with Lil Mexico and ran. He chased him out, letting a couple of shots off in the air, and the ops returned fire as well.
Wild West out here. Oh, they was trying to break in. Yeah, he came running with that thing. Oh, they crazy. Oh yeah, that's definitely self-defense right there. And he started dumping first, the intruder. I can't even see the second one. They say he off camera firing. It's 2v1 right now. Crazy. He's shooting that funny.
Now, the rapper didn't have a scratch on him, but the jury's still out on whether the ops got hit. The footage went viral, getting reposted everywhere, racking up millions of views. The exposure put his music on the map, adding to Lil Mexico's street cred.
Crazy.
Now, any op rolling on him looking for smoke, best believe they're gonna get it. But not every rapper has the guts to back up what they say, and sometimes, even though they try, they end up lacking. Rapper Huncho De Niro from Alabama was beefing on IG Live with his ops. This guy was talking smack and letting off jabs, but he sees his op cruising around the block and instantly puts the phone down and starts throwing shots.
What the f*** you going live about me for? You mad 'cause I said you ain't gang? You ain't gang if you ain't hanging around me and setting and Ray and Kendrick Wade? Oh, mom. I want that to the whole plan, I'ma dump that out. Dang, gun got bigger than you. Man, I don't know. Twerk this hoe. On God, I'ma twerk this hoe. On my mama, I'ma twerk this hoe. On God.
I ain't got no dude, little boy.
Since they play hard on my mama, go everywhere by myself, nigga. On God. I ain't beef with none of y'all. On Facebook, I ain't beef with no. On Facebook, I ain't beef with no. I ain't beefing with the north side because of these no more. I ain't beefing with love because of these no more. I ain't beefing.
Man, they pull right up on.
After they leave, he goes back on live and asks them to spin back so he can smoke them for good. That might have not been the smartest thing to do if you just wanted to look tough for your audience. Because a few minutes later, his ops do spin back, and another shootout goes on.
They spin
De
back.
Niro runs back into the house to save himself, still talking smack on live, but with lesser confidence.
Y'all spin back through, nigga. Shooting back at everybody. I'm shooting back at everybody. Spin back through.
Boy, look at all this evidence, bro. These young niggas tripping, bro.
This next rapper isn't one to run from ops.
Crazy.
He stood his ground and smoked them when they pulled up. Snap Dogg came from the harsh streets of Detroit, where you could lose your life at any time you step out of your house. And just from looking at his brick collection, you can tell he's always carrying something on him.
It's talking about snatching wood. Shit. Hey, think twice. Think motherfucker twice.
Mad.
And we riding with this bitch. Out. You feel me? Bubba got that on it. Yeah. You know? Yeah. A new addition, look. A new addition to the family. You know? And we got another new addition to the family. You know? Yeah.
Man, this stuff gets so
During a late-night live stream with his crew, it got heated with ops off-screen. Things escalated between the rapper and his ops until the straps started peeking out. Snap Dogg and his crew weren't feeling the disrespect, so they took out their straps and emptied clips.
That way, tell him. I just stuck his head in. Yeah, nigga. Home game. Home game. We know the fuck win. You know how we coming. Nah.
Bro, all that yelling, bro.
Ain't gonna do shit. Gonna do shit, nigga. Period. Who this? Who this? Bitch gonna get man. You talking no shit? Man, a whole lot of gangs. We ain't gonna play with nobody out here, nigga. We ain't gonna play with nobody out here, nigga. We ain't gonna play with nobody out here, nigga. Real, nigga. You already know. Oh, snap. What's happening?
They wildin', bro. They do this all on camera, bro. That's you.
This ain't the only time Snap caught an op lacking. He was out cruising with his crew one time when he spotted this op, and he was feeling a little merciful, so he only shot at him with a paintball gun.
Yeah, that's illegal too.
Why he ain't come on here?
Yo, it's crazy because I was I was big when it came to paintballing coming up. I mean, pretty much anything that had to do with any type of projectile shooting. I was, heavy with guns in general, right? But this was one thing we never did. Even when this trend started, that was like one thing we never played around with, was just going around shooting paintballs at random people. It got so bad, even while I was at it, was stories online, like people was actually dying, you know what I'm saying? Like just from the, you getting elderly people that can't take that pain stimuli and stuff like that. And, so just looking at this, and like I said, this is illegal just as well, but it's some goofy ass shit. I ain't never on folk. We never thought to do nothing like this. You know what I'm saying? If we wasn't, me and my guys wasn't doing it towards each other, we was never, messing with innocent people, bro. This goofy. Folk. Crazy.
Hold on, you can put in the car. Talk.
He gotta know them. I think he know them. Maybe not.
That's real good. No, I ain't done.
Maybe not. He tweaking, bro.
Our next rapper, though, wasn't merciful at all. He took out one of the most feared rappers in Chicago, King Von. King Von was Chicago's based rapper on the rise. His music showed the rough life he lived on the streets of Chirac, but he didn't just rap about it. He embodied it. Von was deadly, with or without a strap, and his ops knew it. In comes Lil Tim, a rapper belonging to Von's rival gang, and the one he should have been on the lookout for. In November 2020, Lil Tim and King Von got into this verbal spat at the hookah lounge in downtown Atlanta. The argument gets heated, with Von being the one to light the fuse, and then boom.
Man, this shit is still a night you can't forget, bro. This changes, man. On foe, man. R.P. Von, for real, man. It's just crazy watching this, man. I haven't seen this since it happened, really. For real.
Lil Tim got slapped with those murder charges, but was later released in March 2021 after posting a $100,000 bond. It was ruled self-defense and the charges were dropped. Our next rapper didn't just shoot an op. He did it with that dude's own gun. Rapping and showing off gangsta life is pretty easy in your music videos, but when it comes to being able to back it up, a lot of rappers fall flat on their faces. But unlike these fake gangsta rappers, Black Boy Juice actually has the street cred to back it up. During a live stream, his ops pulled up on him strapped and ready, but Juice was no rookie when it came to keeping that heat on him.
Hey, what y'all got going on? Up all that.
Damn.
This guy goes John Wick, smoking him with his own gun, and later even flexing about it in a song called Critical. Some people say it was staged, but doesn't matter. Black Boy Juice earned himself some respect. Kavani Camilla Hicks, better known as Kivani, is an up-and-coming rapper from Florida, and recently she's also been going viral for all the wrong reasons. On October 9th, 2023, Kivani and her manager are firing jabs back and forth.
I remember
Eventually,
this.
things get physically violent. Another man helps the manager out, shoving Kivani to the ground. The manager and his friend turned around, opting from fighting Kivani anymore, but she wasn't about to let that go.
Yeah, I heard about this case. It was crazy because she like she shot him when he wasn't even, I believe she shot him when his back was turned and he was like walking away or something like that. I came across this story on Instagram and I said I was going to do a cover on it when I seen the snippet. I completely forgot about it, honestly. So you see it's dwelled down right here, and this is where she, boom, boom, boom.
The manager later died in the hospital from his injuries, and Kivani got slapped.
Yeah, that was crazy. I wanted to cover that because, you know, when I seen the comments, when I seen the little snippet on Instagram, it was like, it was a lot of hot people. And I could tell you majority of the people was going with the manager side or the guy side, like kind of stating that it wasn't self-defense. Because like I said, you just see me pointed out. I remember clear as day as they kind of separate. Now, you know, looking at that in the court of law, I would believe that they would say it's diffused at that point. You can see even him, she walking that way, he walking that way. So for her to pull the gun and, gun him down like that, and then she walked up on him and then kind of finished him off. I was curious to see. I believe she had, at the time I seen that, she had a court date coming up or something. Now I got to check back on this because I completely forgot about this. But I don't know. I didn't agree with it. I just didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would have been different for me had it been like, say, at the time where he was on top of her at some point. But you could see early on she was acting but just crazy. Like, it seemed like he was just trying to subdue her, kind of calm her down. But even then, at some point when he was actually still on you or had a hand on you, maybe you could have got away with that, right? Like the self-defense claim. But at that point, I don't know, man. I don't know. I want to see what they said about that. I gotta definitely check that one out.
Murder charges, but her lawyer claimed self-defense, saying she feared for her life. Some of her fans set up a GoFundMe page telling everybody that those two men had a history of beefing with her. Up next, we have Blueface, who also took matters into his own hands. Blueface is a rapper with a unique offbeat flow, and he's known for his links in the street. So when someone tries to clown him, he ain't about to take the disrespect. Back in October, Blueface was caught on camera pumping a clip into a white truck. The man in that truck had some problems with Blueface's crew earlier that night at the club. Allegedly, he was clowning on him, and they didn't find the jokes funny. So the dude runs to get inside his car, and Blueface and the crew think he might be getting a gun, so they smoke him before they can get smoked. The incident put Blueface in hot water. He got hit with some heavy charges for trying to shoot someone and shooting into a vehicle. Despite the drama, his baby mama, Krishan Rock, vouches for his innocence like it means something.
Right there.
Blueface is pretty chill about things, though. This is him walking into the police station.
What if I'm handling some mandatory issues, man? I see you on the other side. Only a real player will go to jail looking like he's gonna go to the Himalayas.
Free Blueface.
Good luck, man.
And that's all the rappers we have for today. Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, a lot of that info is off, for sure, on full. It's a lot of things. I mean, I could have critiqued it, as I went, but like I said, I was letting it ride. But there's a lot of information that was, that was off a little bit. Like I said, for some of them, like the baby one, like I said, I did a reaction on that one. Y'all could check that one out. I was gonna do a reaction on the old girl with the manager. I forgot all about that one. Just reminded me of that. But yeah, man, all this shit goofy, bro. All this shit, man, ain't nowhere in the world I'm condoning it. I don't care what industry, you know what I'm saying? Again, I was young at some point, moving very, very loose, if you know what I mean. So I get it, but like I say, man, as you get the blessing to mature in life, you'll start to see a lot of this stuff. Like a lot of these youngins, and it's so funny because they always, calling anybody over a certain age, oh, you old this, and I think to myself, like, do you ever plan on getting to that age? Like, what do you is your lifespan, is it like it's short, a lifespan of a fly? Do you have a lifespan of a fly or something? You know what I'm saying? Because it seemed like a lot of these youngins don't plan on growing at all. If you can think 28 years old or 27 years old is old, then you kind of saying a lot. Like, you're not planning on ever getting to that age. That's how I look at that, which is crazy to me, because like I say, you got so much life to live. Like, you it is what it is. But it's just a wild time for them, you know what I mean? They'll look back at a lot of this stuff and see, like, if they ever make it to that point, how goofy it is. I was a part of a lot of this shit, so I can't even, like I said, I'm looking at it now though, like, just getting in a different mindset, you be like, what the you know what I mean? You thinking this shit cool when you 16, 17, 18, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But once you start to grow and mature and get some different people around you, all this stuff ain't about nothing, for sure, you know what I'm saying? RP to everybody that lost their life in the video. Y'all already know we always send condolences. We don't condone none of that goofy shit around here. But y'all already know how it go, man. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Peace.
Yeah, whoa.